Drop the brace.
Hey guys, Mike, Jiggy, and Jason here from FullHouseRS, and we have a couple of friends with us, Louie and Marissa. Say hey guys.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey guys.
And Marissa must have muted her mic. But today we're here to talk about today's update, which was a pretty huge one. It is the RS3 interface and Battle of Lumbridge update. And just as I thought, it was a controversial one. So many people complaining.
You mean people don't like change?
Change!
No way!
True.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Barack Obama. But we're here to talk about what we like about it, what we don't like about it, and then I will explain a little bit about the Battle of Lumbridge thing that they have going on in Lumbridge right now. So, Jason, would you like to start it off about the interface?
Well, the interface, I think, is phenomenal. It's like, I didn't play any of the NIS or in the beta or anything, so I didn't know what to expect. But, like, I'm really pleased with how it came out. The only thing I have a problem with is the no split private chat, really.
I can absolutely agree with you there.
Yeah, earlier I've heard of plenty of people wondering why that it wouldn't be there if it was here before, EOC and everything. It was before a long time ago. But they completely rewrote this interface. It was not based on any of the old code. So everything was completely rewritten from scratch. And so it could have been left out. I don't know why nobody complained about it in the beta. I would think that somebody would have said, you know what? I think I'd like to have a split private chat.
I think I remember seeing people mention it, but I guess there wasn't enough people getting behind it to probably get noticed, because there were threads about it.
I definitely think it'll get people behind it now.
Absolutely.
And I searched it on Google, and I only saw one thread with it. Same with the click-through chat, which is another thing people are complaining about, but we'll bring back that.
I think the one I saw may have been HLF, but I'm not entirely sure. So when it showed up.
So is that it that you didn't like about it, Jason?
Uh-huh.
All right.
I don't have any other issues with it.
Yeah. What about you, Jiggy?
I mean, I haven't really been on enough to comment fully on it, but I like being able to change things around. It's nice to not have to stick to the rigid setup that they've had for years.
For way too long. That was one thing. Yeah, muscle memory, as Marissa brought up earlier. When I'd go to click something, that I'd be at the bottom of the screen because I'm so used to it, and it's like, oh yeah, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, over time we get used to it, and I'm sure once people figure out that this doesn't take anything away from the game experience, it just adds. I think, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'll be a bit more into it.
All right, so then about my experience, I think it's great. It's way better than it was before. I'm pretty good with change, so nothing really would have bothered me too much. The click-through chat option would have been nice. It's not a game breaker for me, but I could understand why people would think it was really annoying if they're very used to clicking through the chat and now they can't.
I'm not sure if that's gonna affect me yet, because I consciously don't know if I clicked through it. I might have just done it.
It's really not a big deal for a lot of people if they play on big screens, but if you're playing on a small screen, if you're playing resizable on a very, very small screen, it's probably difficult. But you can also resize the chat now, so you could make the chat way smaller if you needed to. I've made mine smaller than the default width was because I actually like it better that way. Most games don't have as wide a chat as RuneScape did. But other than that, another issue I had was, of course, the split private chat. But even worse than that is I'd be okay if it was all in one chat, but the colors for the private chat is broken. You're supposed to be able to change your colors of your private chat to whatever you want, but it sticks to the same old red that it is now. And so if they fix that, I'd be happy with that. If they could make it split, I'd be happy with that too.
Yeah, another thing, apparently there's an issue with you can't use number pads to, like your number pad on your keyboard to use abilities anymore. It says it's an invalid number or some shit.
I mean, they're only going to be able to improve the game if people give them constructive criticism instead of just going off at them.
I've sent a lot of bug reports in today about things that it wasn't even really a bug, just maybe a suggestion, but hopefully they'll read it this way. And it's unlike, I don't even know if Jordan was actually being serious about this, but he said he sent a bug report earlier that just said fix it in it. Stuff like that's not going to help.
Fucking Jordan.
Yeah.
He's the least polite Canadian in the world.
I know.
But yeah, the things like the new camera, while some people may not like how far it goes down or its maneuverability, I think it's great. Being able to zoom in whenever you want, being able to zoom out whenever you want. And it's not as sensitive as it was in the beta. In the beta, you would barely move your mouse a little bit and it would zoom in like 800 times. And I was like, oh god, this is not good. But they have seemed to have fixed that, and it is to my liking on that. And of course the transparency.
When I logged in this morning and I was messing with the camera, trying to get it right, it was pissing me off so much. And I was like having a fucking rage fit, or a bitch fit, because like, ooh, the camera moves so weird. And then like after 2 hours of just moving it around, I got used to it. That's not even a problem.
Feels good. I would say if this is all really confusing and you don't know what you're doing, do not be afraid to ask somebody, because I've been having questions asked all day and I don't mind explaining how to move your things around or how to do things. Because once you figure out how to do them, it's pretty easy to remember. It's not really it's confusing when you look at it, but it's really not that bad.
I mean, if anyone, all you've got to do is like, you can message one of us from the channel, and I'm sure we'll at least give it a go to help.
I keep my chat on.
I'll even turn my chat on. Nice like
Same. If I knew how, I would.
It's that little it's a little diamond next to the report flag. If there's enough questions about the interface, if anybody wants to ask us, just leave a comment and we'll respond.
Yeah, apparently my private has been set to on all day.
Yeah, I've just found that out as well.
So,
Because I was like, when if you like click on the private chat thing.
Mm-hmm. It's yellow if it's on, blue if it's friends, and it's gray if it's off.
My in-game name's Myth Romney, if anyone wanted to ask any questions.
mine is CBBY.
And you of course know mine. Mine is Mike Digits. So yeah,
Your name's Mike Digits. What the fuck?
I know. So if you need any help, message all of us, and we will be happy to help you. All right. So before this video gets any longer, we'll just talk about the Battle for Lumbridge real quick, and it's basically just a world event. So everybody is supposed to be able to get involved with it, no matter what level you are. The gist of it is Zamorak and Saradomin are fighting. They're doing 2 big Kamehameha blasts. And they're fighting right now, and it's supposed to last 10 weeks long. So this is not going to be over anytime soon. And based on whoever's winning each week, it's going to change a little bit. So how it's going to change, we're not exactly sure. One thing we do know that's going to change is every 3 weeks, so starting right now is 1 week, and then 3 weeks from now on the 4th week, there'll be a second tier of rewards. So what rewards you can get right now are the tier 1, and for the hybrid armor, which is basically the big thing to get, I guess, is the gloves and the boots for tier 1. So those each cost 1,500, and you can 1,500 gods tiers, which you can get by either killing the mobs that are around the battle area or by skilling on the crystals that are coming out of the ground. You can get 3,000 of those a day, and you use them to get the rewards. And like I said, the rewards will scale with the weeks on the world event. I did a little quick calculation. I'm not 100% sure, because they do say it on the wiki. I'm Sean Connery there, percent.
100%.
Anyway, I'm not 100% sure, but I did a little quick count on the actual RuneScape wiki, and it looks like it costs about 13,000 tiers. And if you do all 10 weeks of it, it's going to be like 210,000 tiers. So you don't need to do 3K every day to get all your rewards. The other award, there are some other awards as well, like emotes and titles, as well as XP lamps. So it's not just the hybrid armor, but I'd urge you to look at the rewards for yourself and decide what you would think would be a good reward for yourself. Other than that, you can use the shards to cast votes on who you want to win. And right now, Sarah's just kicking the shit out of Zammy, so
It looks like I'm gonna have to teach people how Sarah Doman really is in some videos.
That sounds like a lead into a video series in the future.
I don't know if he's up for that.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, I know, right?
But yeah, guys, that was just a video we wanted to do about the new interface and about this new world event. It's really late, so we're kind of tired and out of it and cranky because we've had to deal with people all day. You know how people are when a new RuneScape update comes out, especially one this big.
For real.
So if
Why
we
don't you
sound,
give them some examples?
but there have been some pretty outrageous things of people quitting for really stupid reasons. So yeah, if we sound a little bit weird in this video, it's probably just because we were tired and it was really late.
Coming off my crack high.
Or technically, it's just really early for me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Really early for all of us. It's 2 a.m., dude.
I guess.
So until next time, guys, this is Mike, Jiggy, and Jason from FullHouseRS, and Louie's here.
Yep.
And we'll see you
Making
next.
some odd noises.
He'll make odd noises next time. See you guys.
See you.
Later.